Yo, what's up everybody? It's Superfly Fat Guy 859 coming at you yet again. I'm coming at you with a sharpening video, man. My boy Dan Hazard, he's been waiting patiently for this, so I'm gonna bang out a few videos today, and I figured this would be one of them. So he wanted to know how I sharpen knives, and really this is it. I bought a Spyderco Sharpmaker, as you can see there. I don't know how long ago, and for my needs personally, it works wonders. I mean, you know, I'm not super big into like sharpening and stuff like that. To be honest with you, and anybody else, Dan and anybody else that watches this that like really wants to know about, you know, sharpening and stuff like that, I'm gonna leave a link to Dino's channel. Dino to me is like a sharpening master. Like, this man wants to know everything there is about sharpening. And his channel is absolutely phenomenal, and the amount of information that he's got on sharpening knives, the science behind it and shit, phenomenal. So I'm definitely going to leave a link to his channel down below. Wavister, he sent me this Gonzo, however you want to say it, knife. I'm going to put his link down below as well, right under Dino's. And anyway, this is the knife that I'm going to sharpen. So with the triangle Sharpmaker, it tells you on these lips here, I don't know how well you can see it though in this lighting. Let's see. There you go. Right there it says back bevel, and then right there it says edge. So what you do is the back bevel, or at least this, and I just want to say this as a disclaimer, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I learned what I needed to, what's good for me, and then that's it. I don't really, you know, put a whole lot of effort into it. I want my knives sharp, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really worry about anything other than that. So this is how I do it. It's completely up to you. I start off with the flat edges, or the flat edges. That's okay. The flat sides of the stones here, and then obviously I start with the coarse stones, and then you got the fine ceramic stones here. But I just start with this, and I'll do about, now I'm not going to do everything here because I don't want this to be a super long video, but I do about 10 swipes, and literally, what you see how they're angled there, you just make sure the knife is straight up and down, and then you just kind of pull towards you. And then they say not to let the tip slide off of there. I do. I don't know. So, and then that's pretty much it, really. Depending on how dull your knife is, or, you know, if it's rolled or whatever, you might need a little bit more attention in this. But for, you know, a knife that's just you know, the edge is gone, but, you know, it's not rolled or chipped or anything like that, this is all you need. You can feel it. You can feel it working. Then I'll do about 10 passes, and then what I'll do is I'll take the edge, or the corner here, and then I'll do 10 more passes. So it's just one on each side, right? And then that's the back bevel. So then I'll flip it around, and now we're on the edge. So now we're going to see how much it's much wider. So now we're going to get the edge. Same thing, we're just keeping the knife straight up and down and sliding it down the stone, right? Then when I'm done with those, then I go back to the back bevel again, and I start with the flat side here on the ceramic, and I just do that. Again, I do it about 10 times, depending on how dull the knife is, right? And then I'll move to the corners or the edges, that ain't whatever, you know. And then I'll just do it again. And what that's doing is kind of like aligning the burr. So you're sharpening with the flat edge. At least this is how I look at it. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just how my brain works. And then you're kind of straightening up that burr with the edge. And then I just move to the actual edge side here, and there you go. Again, you see how wide it is, so it's working the edge rather than the back bevel. and you just kind of slide it on down through there. I do it about 10 times. Then I switch it to the edges again, and I do that about 10 times, right? Now I am going to sharpen this properly after this video, but I just want to do this video. So I get that done, and then I'll put this away. Oh, don't want to cover up the product placement here. Knife Techs, I'm still waiting for that damn armadillo feeder, brother. Come on, man. I need one. Where? I mean, I can't find them. Amazon don't have them. I called. They hung up on me, but I called. And then there's real no rhyme or reason to why I do this. I can't remember who was it. Man, there was a guy that used to make these on YouTube. He had a kick-ass channel, and then he just disappeared. And I don't remember his name. But Centric77 had a contest a long time ago, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's where I got this at. I had won the contest, and this was in it. And I've never used compound or anything because I don't really care about like shiny edges and stuff. I mean, it's cool. I just don't take the time to do that. But as you can see, there's like a light side and a dark side. This probably means nothing, but I always start with the dark side and end with the light side. It does. I'm sure it doesn't matter, but that's what I do. But then you just take your edge there and you run it across there. And what you're doing is you're lining up that burr to really give you a nice screaming edge. I like, I forgot who it was. I think it was Cutlery Lover that said, you don't really want to use, not for like a knife like this, like a razor blade, it's fine. But for a knife like this, you really want to use a strap that's on something solid. And it might not have been Cutlery Lover that said that, but you really want something solid for something like this rather than a razor blade, because you don't want to roll your edges. And if you have like a razor strap like they use in a barber shop, when you're going down, you don't have any solid, like you don't have anything solid on there, so you might roll your edge. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I've always went with, and that's why I use this thing. So I just do, I don't know, on this I usually do, because it's to me it's calming. You don't ever want to go against the leather with the blade. You always want to go away from it, because you're like I said, you're lining up that burr. If you go forward, you're not going to do anything but tear the burr up and then obviously cut your leather. You want to go away from the edge, and then that way you can line everything up and make a real nice edge on your blade. Again, I don't know all the fancy terms and everything. I'm not super skilled in this. I'm quite honored actually that Dan asked me to make this video for him, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing at all. So there you go. So that's pretty much it, man. That's just what I do. I go through those steps. It's basically 4 steps, 2 for each stone. I might get the ultra fine at some point for the Sharpmaker. I think I paid about $54, I think, for this. And to me, it's been worth its weight in gold. I've sharpened every knife that I have on this thing. I've sharpened all of our kitchen knives on this thing. I love it. So, Dan, that's pretty much how I sharpen my knives, brother. I hope, I hope this was worth your fancy, or tickled your fancy. No, that sounds weird. I don't know. I hope you liked the video. I hope you learned something, but there's really not a whole lot to it, brother. I feel like you might be making things a little too hard. But that's pretty much it. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And everybody, take her easy.